Yeah, let me start by greetings and good afternoon to members of the media. Yeah, a difficult game, but of course it's a semi-final, and semi-finals are always difficult, but also semi-finals are played to be won, very much like cup finals. So important that we reflect on that achievement. It's magnified by the fact that we beat two of our biggest rivals in 1 week, and that's not easy. And so I want to first congratulate the technical team, the coaches. And then I want to congratulate the management and the entire football club. Congratulations to the supporters, and last but not least, congratulations to this magnificent group of players. It's truly a privilege and an honor to be their coach, and big congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. We'll take the first question from you.
Thanks, Fatih. Congratulations, Coach. I just want you to please expand on what you just said, beating sorted sides in a week. I think, you guys will be possibly sainted and fated as one of the greats, in Mamelodi or Pretoria. But what does this mean in regards to the confidence of the players moving forward for the rest of the season?
Yeah, it's been a very difficult week, emotionally, more than physically, and already they were shouting for days off tomorrow. So you can understand what it's difficult or how difficult it is for school. But yeah, tough. But now it's to recover, stay focused, and we've got a very important game on Wednesday against a very difficult team, and try to make sure that we reach the final in good moments and with good positivity, and try to win the next game. That's the most important.
Okay, Mazola, next.
Coach, you quite mellow for someone who's reached the cup final. You were saying earlier, first one is a group. Are there things that you're unhappy about with the performance, or it's just the emotion of it all?
Yeah, I'm just overwhelmed by emotions of pride, just extreme pride. I'm very proud of the group of players. They work very, very hard, and I'm just proud that they get to play a final, because with a lot of the things that we achieved last season, the one thing we did not give ourselves a chance was to play a cup final, and that was one of the objectives this season. And very proud that all of the players have done that, and that's what they say, that it's humbling victory. So just trying my very best not to speak about it, but to try to demonstrate that, because it's very, very important in life, in general, not to be too excited in the good moments and not to be too low in the bad moments. So just overwhelmed by emotions and overwhelmed by the amount of pride I have in this group.
Coach, the aggressive press is a characteristic that this season is predominating, and Kaizer Chiefs did it very well today and put your team under a lot of pressure. Is that perhaps the recipe to undo Mamelodi Sundowns?
A lot have tried. We've still beaten them. We just tried and we beat them. So we have to answer the questions. It's football. Some will sit low, some will press high, some will have a mid to low block, some will do it in phases. We did it to Pirates on Wednesday. We were very, very aggressive. We did it to Chiefs. Our first goal comes from homework. We knew exactly what happens when they kick off the ball. We knew what to talk with us, and we know what there was a big difference to which check how they kicked off in the first leg and what we did, and check how we reacted today when they kicked off. We work very, very hard. We work very, very hard, and we pick up small details that the players are able to execute. And of course, then you play alone. And how many times we beat the press today was also very good. We are helped by players like Silver. Today we missed a little bit in Tobin Bala with his ability to be a bit more patient and wait for the press. And we like that a little bit today. But we enjoy the press. One thing I can tell you is we enjoy the press, and we train to beat the press a lot because it's got so many advantages when you do that. So credit to Chiefs because they press with a little bit more different in relation to some of the other teams. They put pressure on the sides, they direct you to, especially they directed us to the left a little bit in the first half. We found some solutions at halftime, but yeah, it's interesting. Football is a lot of tactical questions, and I'm glad that today our boys were able to answer today's tactical questions.
Really?
Coach,
Sure.
is walking headlines every day that Sundowns is riding the crest wave of local football. And I must tell you, these days you've got a nice tagline that you punch you like at Sundowns to lead in winning each and every game. But you forget to tell us whether it's intrinsic or extrinsic. I don't know if you get me.
I hear
It
you.
come from you or from management.
Sure. Well, I suppose it's the environment, it's the club. It comes from top to bottom. So, and it's the history of this club. I can never take credit for it. The amount of success, in particular, ever since the Masibe family and Dr. Patrice Masibe bought this club is incredible, and it's been under different leaders, different coaches. So I can be the last one to take credit for it.
Lawrence?
Coach,
Sure, Lawrence.
last year I think I asked you about 3 times about trying to win ugly, and you kind of got annoyed by me. But do you think that there's a bit of adapting the dark arts a little bit, being able to not just play beautiful football, but to, let's say grind, it wouldn't be the right word. But against Pirates and today we could see there was a hint of Wida, something like North African, not style, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dark arts.
I don't know if it's dark arts. I don't know. I would really never laugh. I grew up in an environment where I had imagine in my family, and of course that has a little bit of an influence in how I look at football, because my father was a winger. My uncle was a number 10. My grandfather I'm told was an 8 and was an unbelievable football player. So I'm one that has appreciation for football in the truest sense, and I try to stay as close to that as possible. But of course there are times that we can't always have all the ball, and in the difficult games we've got to be able to be resolute and find solutions. And I'm glad that this team is developing that. If you look at the best teams in the world, let's go to Man City for an example. What do you think is Man City's number one strength? In possession or out of possession? Out of possession. When Liverpool were dominating and really winning things in Champions League and challenging Man City, what was their greatest strength? The work they do without the ball. Real Madrid,